How's it going, everybody out there in internet land? A happy Friday to you all. I'm Maxwell McGee. With me here is Kevin Van Ord, and today the Force is with us.
Don't do that anymore.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
It's so appropriate. What do you mean? Today we're playing Star Wars: The Old Republic.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll let you do it just for the next, however long we're here doing this. All right.
That's true. We are here for an amount of time. We're going to be checking out this upcoming MMO set in the Star Wars universe. Takes place, I believe, about 100 years or so after Knights of the Old Republic, and maybe about 1,000 odd years before the Episode 4. Okay. Which I just like to call the first movie.
The first movie. We just forget about that whole. Okay. We don't talk about that.
But yeah, we're gonna start from the very top of the game. We're both right now at the start of the character select screen, step 1 out of 5, and we were hoping to get some of your feedback from the viewers at home about what kind of characters Kevin and I should make. I'm going to be playing on the nerdy Republic side because I'm a good guy, go-getter, going to go save the galaxy.
And I will be in the Sith Empire.
Yeah, you're going to be playing the fun side.
I didn't do the face paint thing, though. Do you think that was a mistake?
You're looking much too healthy, Kevin, to be playing a member of the Sith Empire.
All right, well, this is where we got this together really quick.
Yes.
So we're going to try to get some audience feedback on how you want us to go. We can, if we want, we can go ahead and take a look at Max's, what's going on with Max.
I'm checking out the Galactic Republic, as denoted by the nice blue icon. So from here, you've got your 4 character classes. We've got the Jedi Knight, as you can see.
Well, it's the easy one, right? I mean, everybody wants to be a Jedi.
Everybody wants to be a Jedi. You can get the Jedi Consular, who sort of like talks at people, but also uses the Force. Maybe a little less with the lightsaber action.
Yeah, and he's kind of like a healer type guy, right? He plays that role.
Sort of a supportive. We got the Smuggler, who so far is my personal favorite, given my limited exposure to the game. But that's sort of your Han Solo class. That's your run and gun, your range damage.
Sure.
And then finally, we've got the Trooper, who also fills a similar ranged DPS kind of role. If you want to, be a stormtrooper, who wants to be a trooper? Come on, those people get mowed down by the boatload.
Are you saying there's something wrong with that? No, look at the gal on the left. She's got like the Princess Leia. Oh, she's too late now. She's gone now.
It randomizes every time you click on it.
But she had the cinnamon bun hair.
She does.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got these going on, and then if you go up here to the top of the screen, it's a little bit hard for us to read because we're like 100 million miles away from the screen. We are 100 million miles away from the screen. The text is super small, but you can click on equipment. It'll give you a little description about like, here's the weapons your class is totally going to be using. As you can see, obviously lightsabers for our Jedi classes, hats and guns for our smugglers, and helmets and really big guns for our troopers because they're
looks like a sniper rifle to me type thing there.
I know.
Yeah.
But you can totally check out your equipment. Boom, you get an overview of your class's abilities. Always very important. I think this will. Oh no, there is a special tab for combat roll. Never mind. But yeah, this will give you an overview of like the special powers that your class will be unlocking. Moving on, advanced classes. These are like sort of, if you want to get into a specialized role once you hit level 10, you can do so, and these give you a description of the bonuses you can expect from those.
Well, it doesn't seem likely. I mean, I don't know how fast the leveling is in this game. I'm coming in very fresh.
Yes, me too.
So it's probable that we won't even get to level 10.
We probably won't, but
you never know.
The future is out there. These options will become available once you hit that level. Combat roll, I mentioned this earlier. This is sort of like, are you going to be doing damage? Or are you going to be taking damage? Or are you going to be, keeping the team alive? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Going to go back. We're not committed to the Smuggler just yet. And then story. If you're one for the lore, you can get the what on what your class has been up to sort of as a whole in the sort of leading up to the events of this game.
Sure.
So there you go. That gives you an overview.
So we're still kind of, I guess we're still kind of waiting on to see if there's any user feedback on where you want to go. We can always go ahead and switch over to me. Take a look at the Sith Empire.
At your classes.
Now I've got 4 here. I've got, we'll start with Sith Warrior.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's born for battle. Few opponents can withstand the rage-fueled blows from a warrior's lightsaber or penetrate a warrior's armor. So it sounds like a Sith Warrior would be probably a typical tank role.
Sort of a heavy brawler kind of
class. And of course with the lightsaber.
Yep.
Then we've got the Sith Inquisitor. That seems to be probably maybe the same kind of consular role
Yes.
on your side. Looks like Force Lightning.
Master of Force Light. Oh, I think it's more of a spellcaster. If I remember correctly, this is more of the like the spellcaster.
There you go. Although we don't want to
have all
upset
the-
any Star Wars people by
That's true. They're
suggesting
not.
that
They're
they're
not
spellcasters.
spells. They're force powers
Right.
from the Force.
And then over here we've got Bounty Hunter,
Yep.
a thorough professional, trains mind and body for every possible job. Blasters, flamethrowers, missiles, energy. So
This is your
it's sort of
Boba
a
Fett
jack of all.
class.
Yeah, the jack of all trades. It
Yep.
looks like you've got a lot of, perhaps a lot of variety in how you can approach your character. And then finally, Imperial Agent. Am I going to guess that maybe this is kind of a rogue type character? Although, if it is a rogue type character,
Let's
that
see,
guy on the
behind-
right's awfully big.
I know all of your characters have been super big for some reason. Let's
sleeping dart, sniper rifles,
It does mention
stealth belts
surprise
and knives.
attack in
Yep,
the description.
totally
Stealth and
the rogue.
assassination. Yep.
Yep, totally the rogue kind of
Totally
class.
the rogue kind of thing going on.
I sort of, as somebody who prefers, we'll call it spellcasting to be
Okay.
the, we'll just call it that for the, sorry guys.
I know.
But that's generally what I like to do is some direct
Popular
damage
nomenclature, I
spellcasting.
believe is the-
But I'm
the term
curious,
for
are
it.
there pet classes? Like if I wanted a pet, do you know which, we'll have to
As far as I
find out.
know, there aren't like dedicated pet classes. However, there is a really robust companion system in the game. So as you go through, you'll of course you'll be attracting companions to join your team, and they can help you out in combat like a pet would, and they can also be sent out to do a side quest or collect materials for you or do other things.
Sure. Well, since we've got, we're sort of not able to get the feedback from users for some reason right now. So I say we just go ahead and make our choices. Maxwell,
Okay.
you start. Go ahead and show us what you think you're going to want to do with
I think I'm gonna
your
go
guy.
ahead and commit to the Smuggler. The Smuggler. I got to play around with him with just a little bit. Spent a little bit of time with his opening area earlier this week. Let's take a look at his description here. Movement, healthy dose, dual blasters, always a good thing. Stealth and sneak. So this sort of looks like you're. I forget what it was called.
Kind of a rogue.
Yeah, sort of the
guy,
roguey
but
type class.
A
that
little
you're
more
talking about.
direct.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna check him out. Just give you an idea of some randomized faces here. I'm gonna, of course, try to make somebody who looks kind of gross looking, because that's just what I do. But oh, here we are at the select species screen. Always very important. This is, of course, species, race, whatever you'd like to call it.
Obviously, Twi'lek is a choice because that was the default that went in there
Twi'lek
right
is
there.
a choice, but starting from the top here, of course, you have humans, obviously the most common species in the galaxy. They get a special ability, or rather, social ability, Rally. Rallies nearby allies. Not entirely sure what that does, but I'm sure it sort of boosts the stats, perhaps, of your nearby teammates.
Seems a good guess.
Yeah. Twi'lek's here. They have the parlor dance, perform a unique cultural dance.
Well, did you play Star Wars Galaxies at all?
No,
Because
no, I did not.
Definitely, whenever I saw dancers,
Yeah?
I saw Twi'lek's
They were always
dancing
Twi'lek?
more than any
Yeah?
than any other race. So
Did it have a profound effect on you, Kevin?
I think of it to this day.
Okay, well, see, there you go.
I mean, tentacles.
Yeah.
What I wish I knew more. What are they called again? There's a name for
the special
yeah.
tentacle
There's
hair
a
that
name
they have?
for the
I think it's
that
dreadlocks.
feature.
I think you're thinking of dreadlocks.
Maxwell. I'm pretty sure that that's not it. But moving along.
Moving along. Cyborg. This, it may at first look like human, but do not be deceived. They have little bits of cyber bits all stuck onto their face to let you know that they are somehow part robot.
And they've got a critical cybernetic eye for scanning.
For scanning. Scanning is very important.
So that's for extra conning, do you think?
Probably, yeah, get some extra information on the enemies that you'll be facing, perhaps.
We may or may not find out, depending on where you go.
Find out. You've got the, oh goodness, Zabrak.
The Zabrak.
The Zabrak. These sort of remind me of the Darth Maul looking dudes from Episode 1, just without the red skin, but they definitely have the forehead horns going on.
This is where we miss people like Jim Mayberry or Caroline Pettit, who are big Star Wars
There are people out there who are
people.
definitely more qualified to speak on the extended universe than you and I.
Yes.
But alas, we will soldier through.
We will.
Inspires loyalty from nearby allies. And then we
finally,
have
the Mirialan.
The Mirialan.
Not one of the more well-known species in the
definitely not.
universe, for me at least.
They are green. They kind of remind me of the Drell from Mass Effect. for whatever reason.
Yeah, okay. No, well,
Probably just because of
skin
the
color.
green. Again,
Yeah.
I'm superficial like that. I'm sorry.
You're a very shallow
I
person.
know. I
Maxwell.
am. I don't even know. Undergo a focusing ritual to rest and we'll say heal the spirit.
So basically, it sounds like you got some self-healing.
Okay.
With that.
Some sort of regeneration type thing.
That kind of seems to go along with lizardy classes,
I know,
though,
with
doesn't it?
green, lizardy, healing yourself. You ever used to, pull the tails off lizards? As a kid, you never did that?
You're a disturbing individual, Maxwell.
Look, they had it coming. Okay.
I prefer lighters and fire to that. So moving on, how are you going to choose?
So, oh hey, there's something going on. Others want Sith Inquisitor.
Yeah,
There you
when
go.
we get to me, it
We'll
looks
get to
like
you, Sith Inquisitor.
we're finally getting
All
some
right.
user feedback, which is great.
Okay, this is great. If anybody wants to shout out like what species you'd like to see, I was gonna go with Cyborg just because they got robot eyes and that's totally rad. Kind of got a Ghost of the Shell type thing going on. But yeah, shout it out and I will totally pick one. Da, 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 da,
Okay.
da, 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 da. Everybody
that.
wants to see the
They
Sith.
want
Let's
to
go
see.
over to you, Kevin.
They
You
want to
guys
see.
Think about it at home.
My side. Yeah. Let us know what you want Maxwell to do. For me, Sith Inquisitor is clearly what people want to see. Not even a question. Everybody wants to see Force Lightning.
Yep.
I have to imagine. Am I even going to have Force Lightning when I start off?
I would actually not be surprised if you start out with Force Lightning. This game, they want you to hit the ground running, I imagine.
All right, so I'm clearly going Sith Inquisitor. Let's go ahead and just click next and see what's going on. Now I have species as well, but my choices are somewhat different, although I can be
Your pictures definitely look more scary.
human. That's true. Here's a Twi'lek.
Yeah.
And I do like Twi'leks, but
Evil
there's something,
Twi'leks.
I don't know, like I just think of them as happy dancing
I know.
people.
I don't think Sith when I think Twi'lek.
And here we got Ratataki. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing
No.
things.
Rattata, that is not a species that I had access
But
to.
let's review the special powers again, just so I can.
Yeah.
This I can rally. For
got the rally.
the first two I can do the same
You got the
things.
Parlor Dance.
As you, of course. I've got Parlor Dance and Rally. Now, if I go over Ratataki, it says Shadow Box, so I can perform a series of mock blows, blocks, and counters, warming up for the fights to come.
So it sounds like you can sort of buff yourself, sort of a self-buff.
Yeah, and I bet you it looks very dramatic based on that
I'm sure it
description.
does.
I've got Zabrak, so like you, I can inspire loyalty.
Yep.
And then finally,
You
the
have
Sith.
You have a Sith.
A Sith. And that my ability there is to punish. So I can punish my companion for his or her continued failure.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that's also a companion buff?
I imagine that's more of a companion debuff. If you remember in these Star Wars movies, it seems like the Sith were just tripping over themselves to kill another apprentice. Or
Yeah,
another.
but I have to wonder what good that does me in context of the game. So maybe,
Maybe it is like you punch them in the face and they feel like gosh darn it, they just got to work harder.
Okay, how am I not going to be a Sith?
A Sith.
There's no
Sith.
way I'm not being a Sith Inquisitor. This makes me happy.
Okay. So you're
so-
leaning towards Sith.
I'm
leaning towards Cyborg.
I'm just going to continue.
You're committed? You're
Yeah,
committed?
I'm
Okay.
going to commit. Who wants to give me a gender?
I don't. I'm staying
okay.
out of this.
All right,
Look,
so-
well, hold on, click on the male one. See what the male. Oh wait, it
Okay,
already
we're
shows you
looking
both
at-
of them.
We're looking at male, but I
He's
gotta
got
say,
face staples.
is there
face is
something
all
wrong with
staple.
that? I'm gonna go with.
That's not
I'm gonna
fair, I
just
smell,
stick
is
with
it?
female. And
He's got face studs.
I did want to take a look to see what some of the
Her brow ridge is all
like how
over the place. Yeah,
kind of how robust
you've got sliders.
the creator
You've
is.
got mad sliders in this game.
So I've got body type. Let's go ahead and,
Yeah,
and
zoom in
zoom
out a little bit there so we can
Yeah,
appreciate.
I mean, as far as I don't know, that complexion goes, I suppose she's pretty good looking, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can do
I mean, but she's using Force Lightning. I'm not going to be like, I don't want to be like little petite.
You got-
I don't want to shop in the petite
we
section.
got
I
tall and
want
short. We got
I've
healthy
got to
and thin.
be imposing. So I'm going to take. I'm
nice
gonna take
broad
that.
shoulders.
Exactly.
Imposing shoulders.
Let's go ahead and take a look at heads.
And as you can see, next to the little over arrow that Kevin is clicking on, there's a little lock icon. So if you click that, it will lock that selection, that slider on what you've picked, and then you can go down and you can start punching randomize, and it'll randomize the rest of the features that you don't have locked. So if you know, I want a character who's super tall, you can lock that and then randomize everything else until you find something you like.
Okay, see, I almost like that, but then it strikes me that she looks a little bit like she's got a beard when we get too crazy with us. I kind of like this look.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that. I can choose scars.
Some nice bangs you got going on.
Yeah, I take great pride
know.
in the way I look. You know this. Jewelry.
I think you come pre-equipped with jewelry.
I'm not gonna worry too much about eye color right now.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah,
it is head jewelry.
It's not part of her skin. It's
So there we go.
selected
More
jewelry.
larger type staples.
You gotta get your bling on.
Oh, not too many choices. I kind of like that though.
Yeah?
There's something kind
Nose
of.
staples?
I want her to be
The
feminine,
excessive nose
but
piercings.
imposing.
You think when she takes the nose piercings out, she has trouble breathing? Like it messes up your sinuses?
Well, I think in that case, then she's breathing through a number of holes that exist on her nose.
So you think it makes more breathing good?
Yes, I think it makes more breathing good.
More
Yes,
breathing good
I
happening.
do agree with that. Okay.
All right.
There are hair options. Let's take a quick look. Not the mohawk.
Of course, your
person,
obligatory mohawk options, always popular.
But I do want to rock sort of a strong but feminine look, like imposing.
But you also have some fashion sense.
Yeah, but not that I want to suggest that I'm going with necessarily a typical.
You're like the mop top you got going on there.
That's too Princess Leia for me.
I know.
Oh gosh.
I like how you
no.
can turn the hair buns on and off. Hair buns on, hair buns off. Oh, hair drills. So yeah, lots of hair options.
there are.
Or just straight bald.
No, let me go to the very end here.
Okay.
I'm sure people have a lot of. Oh, I definitely like that.
There you
Okay.
go.
She has presence.
It's a good
oh,
head
and
of
I
hair.
actually don't mind that.
You got a little
that tie thing there in the
knot top
back.
back there.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go ahead and look at hair colors real quick. As far as I can see, there's no slider. I can't really get into nitty gritty.
Yeah, there's the preset. Well, I mean, there's a slider for the preset colors.
Right, but
you
there's
can't
no
go in and,
color
like,
wheel or anything.
I want lime green hair.
I think I like the black hair.
The black.
I'm curious to see how much I can adjust skin color here. I'm sure it's going to be all in that kind of ruddy
sort of got
range.
Red, and then you've sort of got clay color, except for that one.
That's a little purplish.
That one's purple.
I like the purple, so I'm going to go back to hair color and see if I can lighten it up a little bit.
Okay. Although black
Not
and
that there are a
purple
lot of-
complement.
I
Well, then again, black goes with everything.
Okay, I sort of like this though, partially
know.
because yeah, you're
You got
right.
the
Okay,
gold
there
in
we
there,
go.
it kinda clashes.
There we go.
Okay.
We'll go with that. Okay, so there we go. I have
There
to
you
give
go.
her a name.
Ah,
Let's
goodness.
do a name.
Oh goodness, this is by far the most important.
This is the most
choice.
important part of
will
any
make-
MMO because
yes,
everybody
the
will now
name.
know me as. All right.
Chat, any suggestions? Minus swear words. Swear words, of course, are not.
Well, while the chat figures out what they want me to name me, let's go ahead and check in with Maxwell and see what he's going to do. And eventually, we're actually going to play
yes,
this game.
the game will actually start to happen. I'm just going to go with Cyborg. I haven't heard any votes against it. So I'm going to punch Cyborg, going to punch next. You did female, so I'm going to go with male. Boop, boop, boop. Look at this
Whoa.
handsome gentleman.
Well, when you say handsome,
Look at
I
all
see
that face.
that is a lot of face
That's
right
a lot
there. I
of
will
face.
say that.
I'm gonna go with a bit of a portly.
And people are saying play the game. They don't even care
then
anymore.
I will hurry through here. I'm just gonna. Oh, you can randomize name. What happened to the? Oh, there it is. We'll just do some randomized faces here. Find one that look. Oh, that one.
Oh,
looked
that's
good.
great.
I know that one looked good, and then I passed it. No. This one will do. So we got this guy.
totally up with
Boom.
him.
We'll randomize a couple of names here. No. Oh, what was that name I came up with for my character originally? Ah, yeah. Galley Fanakis. There we go.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So that's going to be my character. Boom. I'm ready to go. Let's go back over to you. We'll lock in your name, and then we'll both jump in.
All right, I'll just randomize something that seems to fit Lemore and Drevi. Shaq? No.
Can you dig it?
Trava,
Not a
Yeagar,
Shaq.
Tasmi, Dina. I don't really like Dina.
Dina.
Ashoki.
That's too many vowels.
Really? 3? Anong Rages. Okay, that's fine.
There you
Nija?
go, Nija.
Is that what it says?
There you go.
Okay, we'll go with Nija.
Sithy sounding
Let's
name.
do it.
Let's do it. Punching it.
Boom.
Boom.
Loading screen. Are you happy, everybody? We're now actually playing the
Oh,
game.
what? My name's
Your name is
unavailable because I
unavailable.
named my other character that. There, I just picked a random one, whatever, we're going.
Here we go.
Moving forward.
A long time ago.
1,000 rays of light.
Let's catch up and see what's going
Let's
on.
catch up. I'm loading, so we'll watch you. In classic Star Wars fashion, we have the crawling text opening.
Yep.
Each class will have their own sort of crawling text opening, similar to this.
So
Again,
is this sort of a Dragon Age opening where there's sort of a class-specific sort of opening?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Each class will have their own special like opening. This is sort of like the background text that we saw earlier,
Right.
that sort of sets the stage for what your class has been up to as a whole, while also setting up the larger
But
conflict.
the power of the dark side grows.
Yep,
We've
as
been
it does.
conquering and enslaving many new worlds,
Yep.
which is good. I mean, hey,
Those new worlds are not going to conquer and enslave themselves. I'll just tell you that right now.
I tell you. Hoping to unearth relics of vast power that can be used to dominate the galaxy, because that's what one does with the galaxy.
Yeah.
And one slave, powerful with the Force, I assume is me, has been released from servitude and forced to master the dark arts of the Sith or die trying. Nobody wants to die trying.
They just want to try normally.
Yeah,
And then maybe
they wanna
succeed.
live
Or
trying.
maybe don't. It's not such a big deal. One or
Yeah,
the
do,
other.
do I really have to die?
Well, that's because you're part of the Sith, and they're kind of a take all be all.
Yeah, it's all or nothing, really,
All or nothing.
right?
Here we go. We're reaching the top of the text crawl. The awesomeness is about to start happening.
Now-
My backstory, my text crawl, you didn't get to see it. It had something to do with the galaxy is erupting in flames, peace has been shattered, everybody's killing each other, and I gotta help out in my own special way. I'm perhaps an unlikely hero.
And of course, this is a very typically Star Wars opening.
Yes.
We move from the
From the
starfield
underside
down.
of the giant ship.
Exactly. You've got a lot more lasers going on.
I do have a
your
lot more
side of
lasers
things.
going on my side of the screen, but I think we're committed to watching what's happening on yours.
And here we go. I've been
You've
released.
perhaps been dispatched. Oh, mine was quick. So there you are.
I'm in the Korriban arrival port. And let's see. This is, of course, my first time here. So let me take a look at the powers that I've got. Saber Strike seems appropriate enough. That's probably, I assume that's my default attack. Shock, which says it's really hard to read from here, but shocks the target for so much damage. And then Thrash. So I have a feeling I'm going to get good use out of that. Mark of Power increases strength. So that looks like a buff of some type. Quick Travel and Sieve, which allows me to prepare for the coming fight. Sorry that I can't read that so well. So we'll just do it in practice like it should be done. And that is clearly another player.
Another player. They've created their character, but have yet to take off to the exciting world of the Old Republic. Ba-ba-da-ba. So, where do you think you are right now? Sort of
I'm
look
on
like
the-
you're in a spaceship. Go through that green door there and see what happens.
This is
So you're entering a story area.
entering a story area.
See if you can, talk to that guy over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here you go. Perhaps this will help set the stage for what's to come.
So that was more of a hub starting area from which I can
That was
go
sort
in
of your
various directions.
jumping off point.
Yeah. Okay, got some attitude from the other Siths. I'm clearly not extremely popular among them quite yet.
Well, I'm sure they give attitude to everybody, to be fair. I mean, they are the Siths. They're kind of jerks
Yeah,
to pretty much everybody.
It's kind of true.
Desolate, rocky world.
The last one to arrive is finally here. I hope you don't think you're special.
Well,
Be ashamed if
Kevin, I
yeah,
think
went
I
away.
thank you, Maxwell.
Or if you somehow got the idea you didn't need to pass your trials to become Sith. Lord Zash has tasked me with sorting through you refuse to find one worthy of being her apprentice, and I intend to do just
So
that.
here we go.
We have got a Mass Effect type
In
type
classic
wheel, it
BioWare
seems.
fashion, we have our
Absolutely.
dialogue wheel. Do we want to be sort of nice, sort of neutral, or just a total jerk?
I'm gonna be. You know what? I'm Sith.
It's time to roleplay.
Please, don't get all sentimental on us. We've only just met.
I won't.
Okay,
Now
how
the rest
often-
of you gutter trash
When-
already know
have I
your
ever
trial.
played an MMO
Get
in which my
going while
own
I bring
character
our latecomer
speaks?
up to speed.
Is,
That is interesting.
Your back,
is that a
And
first?
don't worry.
That it's a
I've
first.
played
You're right.
many
You can't get
MMOs
us
in my
all.
life.
But
I don't remember
definitely
this.
rare. It's
Yeah.
definitely rare.
I don't want to say
I was just.
absolute in absolutes. So we could take him. I'm not scared. Thanks.
I think you need to do an I'm not scared.
I'm
A
not
Sith
scared.
fears no one. Suit yourself.
Now, slave. For
She has such rosy
whatever.
cheeks.
There's a hermit named
She looks so
Spindle
nice for
who
a
lives
Sith
in the
fighter.
tomb of a Junta Paul in the Valley of the Dark Lords. Spindle's
Is that like
a
the Valley
lunatic,
of Death?
but Lord Zash sees him
Probably.
as some kind of prophet. Once
know
you
you look
find
at
him, he will test you.
Don't worry if I have to. Sounds
The
like a
more
good test.
challenging, the better.
I want to be uber confident
Yes.
You know your task.
and uber
Spindle lives
dickish.
in the tomb of a Junta Paul.
If there is
Valley of
if
the
there's a
Dark Lords.
dickish statistic,
Don't
you want to
keep
be up in
spinning
like the
uber.
100 percentile.
That's right, and this is rare for me. I want to
Okay.
point out that usually I'm a goody
This
two
is true.
shoes.
You
My
are-
my shepherd is the most Paragon shepherd
best
ever.
friend of the galaxy, Commander
right.
Shepard. So he wanted you to go to a place and meet a guy and get tested. So let's see. I'm looking at your mini map down there. I see a little green icon. Looks like it's up those stairs. So you
Can't go through
probably-
there. That's red,
Oh,
as far as I can tell. I mean, this is again the first time I'm really seeing.
you might want to take a crack at it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look. This is the first time I'm seeing the game, and of course, because we're so far away from the screen, it's sort of hard to tell.
Here you are. It looks like you got a mailbox going on there. We got some XP for discovering this new area. And there's got a couple players running
Got a
around.
couple players hanging out.
I doubt you've got.
I doubt I have anything. I've got a pre-order bonus item.
Hooray!
Let's go ahead and take that look. I mean, I want to see what I can't read that at all. But thanks for pre-ordering. Enclosed is the special color crystal to which you purchase entitles you to. Use it to customize the color of your lightsaber or blaster. Have fun.
And may the force be with you, guys.
It does require level 7.
So
But I have taken it.
you can hang on to it for the time being.
And let's go ahead and kill things.
Yeah, because that's.
And it looks like I've got a waypoint on my map. It looks like it is directing me in no uncertain terms.
All right.
But I feel like killing things.
Yeah, you think you need to totally murder death.
So let's kill some foragers. Oh, there is some force lightning going on.
Oh, I like
way
how
at the beginning.
the game doesn't actually start you with a lightsaber per se. You have sort of a shock stick. I suppose you need to work your way up to lightsaber status, prove yourself.
It's interesting. As far as I can tell, it's not auto-attacking. I do have to press the button when I want to attack.
Oh, okay.
Which I might be wrong about that, but definitely I'm pressing 1, which is generally what you would expect to be able to do in an MMO. But there is no auto-attack that seems to be happening from there. So,
Batter up.
Yep.
It looks like you are.
I'm also completing.
Yeah, you look like you killed like 4 out of 6 there so far. So it looks like
Yeah.
the game is setting up to reward you for just going around and mindlessly slaughtering these indigenous life
And
forms.
seethe, again, I'm not sure what that really does for me, because I just can't see the description from here.
I think it's we saw a description like that earlier when we were making our characters. I think it's the one that sort of busts your character and gets you pumped for the upcoming fight.
Absolutely. And obviously we've got two bars here, one for my health and one for force power.
Ah, good to know. Now, so you've got 2 yellow bars there. Like you see the one under your health. Oh, and then there was one across from it. That was probably probably related to the enemy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go. That's exactly
those are
what that
enemy
is.
bars.
That's
Okay.
the enemy bar.
And then you've got your experience bar underneath your skill sets there.
And it's worth pointing out too, just this little bit of combat that I've played. It pretty smoothly switches between targets.
Okay.
Like there's none of that. I mean, usually in an MMO you expect sort of this uncomfortable sort of moment where you have to switch targets manually.
Yeah,
Or
and then you're taking
the game does
hits
it
and you're
for
like,
you.
click on the guy who's in front of me.
But this, she transitions really easily into the new target.
All right. Well, as you go through your opening area there, why don't we go ahead and switch over to my
Totally.
feed here, and we'll take a look at my little opening introduction sequence. So I'm gonna pass through my green gate here. Telling me, looks like some little tooltip there. We'll go ahead and disable those. And let's see if we can find my starting guy here. Looks like he's a mechanic working on some sort of speeder. We'll see what's going on with him. Spaceship coming down. Mechanic tweaking on his bike here.
You seem to be an everyman.
Again, yeah, my
Maxwell.
character, he's sort of like the unlikely hero, perhaps the reluctant hero. He's gonna sort of get swept up into a larger conflict when he touches down on this planet. I don't believe he's here to actually take part in the fight, at least initially.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna slide into a landing and gonna talk with this guy. Also, you get the nice, the big opening shot of your character. Here we go. What does he look like? Oh yeah, robot eyes. So there you go. You can drink it in.
Shooting gallery, Captain. The ship isn't even scratched. Takes guts landing in the middle of the battlefield. Nice flying.
Nice flying.
All right, nice flying.
Your character already intrigues me just from looks alone.
He's so. How are you doing?
Battlefield? That's kind
Battlefield?
of what you would say, right? Like, I don't know what you're
Explain
talking
what's
about.
going on.
I know. He's just confused.
Separatists are invading this village, attacking everyone who isn't one of them.
Of course they are. My character, of course, in proper smuggler fashion, just does not really care one way or the other.
Sure.
Oh well, somebody. The whole galaxy is having problems.
My name's
What's this
Scott.
planet?
I'm picking up those blasters in your cargo hold. Excuse the rush, but need to get out of here quick. This village used to be safe, but the Separatists are taking over. If I were you, I'd haul jets as soon as we're done.
All right, well, let's get him to hurry up then.
The sooner this is done, the better.
Sounds like the bombing's getting closer. The Separatists will be right on top of us any minute. Here's your payment for making this run, Captain. As soon as I have those blasters, you'll be free to fly.
Skavik, we've got a big problem. Separatists took over the local air defense cannon.
Oh, slow down, Corso. What are you talking about?
They deployed some kind of remote control stations,
I'm gonna
hijacked
be
the cannon's
able to
targeting
get out of here
computer.
if they've got the
Damn
air
Separatists just destroyed an
Well,
incoming
that's
Republic
just kind of a
transport.
given, right? That's,
And so I will be sucked up into this conflict, which I wish to have no part in.
I'm sure the Republic troops will get everything under control.
I
They've
don't know
already
what's
got their
wrong with you.
hands
I prefer
full.
conflict.
Separatist rocket launchers just attacked a Republic walker. Knocked it down hard. With those remote control stations, the Separatists can override the air defense
never
cannon's
seen
computer.
Dreadlock,
Turn that firepower against us anytime they want.
That's bad
Those
news,
sideburns,
Captain.
dreadlock
The Separatists will
sideburns.
blast you out of the sky even if you think about taking off.
This guy right
I
here.
think
The
that's,
Separatists have
I think
remote
it's
control
an
stations all
attractive
over the
one.
I didn't know you
area.
could do that.
You'll probably have to hit several before they lose control of that cannon.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Time for some mayhem. I'm not getting. There we go. Take the nice whiny
I
option.
should charge extra for my thrilling heroics.
Good luck. Hope we see you again.
Let's move,
Not
Corso.
quite as
We're running
whiny
out
as
of
I was
time.
hoping for. Da, 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 da. So we got to destroy some stuff, take down those aerial bombardment cannons, and pretty much just be awesome and save the day. So we're gonna head out here. There's gonna be like a little village area, a little battlefield under siege. Doesn't look like I've got a mailbox though. I feel jealous of you, Kevin. Your access to mailboxes. Oh, what does this say? Why is it light now? Oh, it is a mailbox. I spoke too soon. Here we go. We got the fields and flowers. We got a couple of troopers here. Another player character just standing out there in the line of fire. He doesn't care. Let's see what these guys got to say.
Stand by it.
And
Hey,
swear,
this is forward recon. Do you copy?
hello.
HQ. Blast. Thought I had him. You look like you know your way around a blaster. Want to be a hero?
I know my way around a lot of things. Can I kill
Looking
stuff?
for some trouble. Is this it?
That's affirmative. There'll be plenty of people who want you dead. Crack separatist militia taking over this village. So we're not talking dumb grunts and farmers. They've got experts in there with serious jamming equipment.
Of course, I wouldn't mind taking a crack at some dumb grunts and farmers, but you know, you take what you can get. So
What's the big deal?
My mission is to deliver recon, but I can't report anything through this interference. I need those separatist jammers neutralized. So if you're headed into the village anyway, maybe you can handle it for us. If you waste those separatist jammers, report back here. I'll see if I can requisition the equipment for use.
So we gotta wreck some jammers. That's what they're there for after all. As you can see, we're just sort of thrown right in the middle of the conflict. I'm just gonna run out here. Oh, yeah, so here's a special thing the Smuggler can do. You see these sort of green silhouettes that appear.
Looks like a cover
as
spot
I-
of some kind.
Yep, there is a cover spot. I believe I have an ability that will let me take cover. It is
Take
this
cover
one.
is too.
And he'll just slide right into the cover there. And well, now everybody's dead. But you know, I'm in cover, and that's what's important. But yeah, when in combat, he can take cover. You can also just sort of pop a squat if there's no cover around. I guess it makes you less of a target, but also looks a little ridiculous. So let's see here. We're in this village. The village is under siege, and I do believe this is one of the jamming towers that I need to destroy, or perhaps one of the remote control stations that I need to destroy. Basically, I just got to get in here and break stuff up. You can see some dead bodies here, sign of another player's passing. They, of course, will respawn, and the conflict in this area will basically go on forever. But I'm going to do my part nonetheless.
So it looks like, and we want to make sure to be cutting back and forth every so often, just to make sure that we're seeing both of our screens.
The whole picture.
And over on my side, you know, I've gone to my mission area, and I've run into the sergeant here, and it looks like he's got some stuff to do.
That's
And
all
I'm
right.
Oh, is this the guy you were supposed to train with?
no, he looks like he's holding down the fort, but this is not my actual trainer. Although one thing I did discover when I gained level 2,
okay.
I can train with Force Lightning now.
Oh, good.
Even though I have not gotten to a trainer yet to be able to do that.
All in good time.
I'm gonna be like, so what?
I know. Give him the business.
Yes, sir. But the mission is in danger of failing. Sending more men isn't the answer.
So apparently I'm going to have to take care of some business for him.
Tell the stormtroopers that. Sending more men's always the answer.
Absolutely.
They went insane.
Strength in numbers.
Insane, you say?
Strength in numbers.
But the claw slugs were all over us before we could detonate.
I'll finish the job.
Need some help.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Not always dickish.
But yeah, I'm just saying, make sure you get a little bit of dickishness in there.
Absolutely.
You gotta fit the profile.
And I do see that I have alignment. So when I open my character sheet, you do see that that I have
sort of got a renegade paragon thing type.
Exactly. So right now I'm neutral, but I could go dark, I could go light. It just all depends.
You could be a really friendly Sith.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
Sort of happy, hugs and kisses.
And I'm going to talk to this trainer.
Smiles and rainbows.
And now,
Worthy disciple.
but I don't have enough credits. So I don't, it's not just the right level, I also need to be able to afford.
Of course. The
whole
almighty
issue.
Or
Exactly.
perhaps the almighty space dollar.
So these slugs, oh, hello.
Oh, I see you've lost your stun baton and you have sort of space katana.
I do now have, and let me go ahead and take a look real quick.
These are not the official names, of course, everyone at home.
No, of course. It was a Vibra sword.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
That's
Let me go
upsetting.
ahead and take a look and see what, because my training blade is no longer there.
Oh, shoot him. Shoot that guy.
So, oh, here we go. I was on the right screen all along. But it looks like it's a Vibra sword. So, Ithorian training Vibra sword. In any case, that's what I've got.
All right.
And I'm picking some stuff up here. Picking up some meat. Talons. And so on and so forth. What you got happening over
I know,
there?
if you want to cut back over here real quick, I have just been shot dead because I was not making adequate use of my awesome cover system. And so I'm looking at my my death options here. It looks like I can call for a medic probe and get revived here, or I can return to the medical center, which is in the village. So, you know, you can respawn here, you can respawn back in a safe area. I'm not sure if I'm going to incur any penalties for doing either of these options, but I'm going to go ahead and just call for the medical probe and boom, pop right. Oh no! Now I have faded to black. So perhaps there is some sort of penalty, or perhaps a movie. Oh, there's a little scene here. I'm being healed by the medical probe, getting a little shock therapy, and it looks like I am incorporeal for a little while. It's a bit of a nice touch. There's a countdown going on my screen here. So perhaps if I'm in an area, perhaps right on top of a bad guy, I don't just want to respawn on top of them and just get cut down again. So the game gives you a little bit of time to find your bearings, get somewhere a little bit safer, and then jump back into the fight.
To me, it looks like I have to set some explosives. So I've got tons of these things coming after me at this point. But that's all right because I have a Vibro sword.
You got a Vibra sword. You know, I always say there's never a problem that can't be solved with a good Vibra sword coming.
And there I have detonated the explosives.
Who is shooting at me? Stop it! Separatist sympathizer. Bang, bang, bang.
And I am gonna go after this Brood Watcher. He looks, his bark is worse than his bite.
There's a lot of spice on that creature.
Very nice. What's he got on him anyway? Just a Talon. Nothing terribly exciting
Nothing
actually in his case. But I think I will head back. And this is kind of nice. The map works out pretty well actually. It fades away when I start to move while the map is pulled up, so I can see both the map. So it's got a really nice overlay touch here. That's actually a really nice touch. So you can pull up and see where you need to go.
Fades in and out, doesn't just get all in your way.
Exactly. And I'm going to return to the Sergeant for my potential reward, though I'm going to probably kill a few broodlings first because they're vibro sword fodder.
Yeah, because they got it coming. Ooh,
and they're kind of ugly.
I'm getting worked on my side of the screen here.
Yeah, what do you have going on over there?
Yeah, so I've destroyed a couple of the jammers and the sort of the defense batteries that I was sent after. I'm also getting I'm getting some extra points for just sort of killing these separatist sympathizers and scouts and lesser enemies. I almost totally got killed again after I like blindly just ran into like 6 enemies and drew all their fire at once. However, I leveled up, which healed my character completely. I'm gonna loot this body right quick. Looks like I got a new rifle that I may be able to use at some point. We'll go ahead and just take all on that one. Let's see, how do I pull up my my level up screen? This looks like it. So yeah, I've got the same morality slider that you saw with Kevin. I've got my character equipment over here. I've got some stats going on down here. Kevin, what did you use to when you leveled up? Where did you go to spend your points?
You know what? I haven't actually done anything like that yet.
Oh, okay.
I looked purely at my at some of my available
and it could be the
case
case that we just don't have points to spend just yet, because it's still early in the game. You're still only level 2, so the game may take the liberty of just enhancing your character for you.
The first thing I did is I opened up my abilities panel, and it said that I have a new ability available.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't see any way necessarily to spend points just yet. Obviously, we're both pretty much seeing all this stuff for the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and when I open up my character sheet, there doesn't appear to be any.
Looks like I do have the capacity to learn a new skill, but I will need to see the trainer before I can do that. So I'm just going to keep pressing on through this area here, taking out these separatists, looting bodies, being awesome. There's a room over here, the green door that I could enter. So entering story area. Looks like we're in some sort of. Oh no, these are bad guys. These are bad guys. Boom, rolling the cover. Action bounty hunter. So you can see my cover system in action here. Totally hiding behind this table, and then when I'm not attacking, I get down behind cover. It gives you a little bit of some extra defense. The enemies don't hit you quite as much. And it's not like being in cover. It's not a statistical thing. It doesn't just reduce the amount of damage you take on like a percentage level.
Right.
It like physically blocks the actual shots that enemies are shooting at you.
Okay. Although I'm sure there is some number crunching behind the scenes there.
I'm sure there is. Yeah, gonna totally jack this targeting computer.
I just got some kind of in-game.
I did. I got that notification.
Message,
as well.
but I didn't.
It flashed
see what
quite
it said.
quickly, so.
Yeah.
We'll just cross our fingers, hope for the best, shoot a computer, and radio in to a dreadlock sideburns.
So. You've got some trouble back at the hangar.
I've got some trouble back at the hangar. I'm going to insult him because I'm just going to be kind of a jerk.
I am entering, in the meanwhile, a story area.
Oh, you've got a little
and I've got a message. My groupmates can help me if they are not a Sith Inquisitor or they allow access to same class story area in the preference window. So this is a Sith Inquisitor phase. So anybody that enters here is helping me out.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like I can also potentially have group mates of the same class come in.
It looks like I will need to head back to the hangar at some point as soon as I finish up my
There
duties
is
here.
some training going on in here, clearly.
I use my grenades on this big guy back here.
And
boom.
Here is
Oh, have you found your
Spindral.
Have you found your trainer?
Yep, this is Spindral.
Welcome to my humble home.
Welcome to
You
my
are here
humble
for
home.
your trial, yes?
A tomb is pretty
Learn
humble
the
when you
ways
think
of the
about it.
Sith.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much
Of
more,
manner, too.
I don't know,
Hopefully
basic.
to return to your master
Well,
with the mark of my
kind of depends on what you consider to be basic.
I mean, it's a tomb.
Should I be respectful, or is like as you say, hurry it up, or no, I do this for fun?
Actually, I just came to get some fresh air.
Do you take me for a fool? No one comes into these tombs for the sheer pleasure of it.
Oh, you don't know me very well.
No, they come for power. Because they sense that these tombs hold secrets of the dark side. And they do. But before you can learn them, you must pass a trial of blood.
A trial of
Survive
blood.
this,
Those are the best kinds
and
of
I
trials.
will teach you what I know.
You know, I try to do at least one trial of blood every weekend. It's helpful. Keep me fit, keep me feeling strong, strong in mind, strong in spirit.
Yeah, that's totally good.
Yeah, weak and white blood cells count, though, unfortunately.
Okay, so we see the trainees practicing on various training dummies, if you will.
Those fun dummies kind of look like they're made out of felt, and it kind of looks like they would just get tore up pretty quickly.
Yeah, but I have the
Oh,
feeling I'm not taking on training dummies.
Crazy Stitch's face.
I'm taking on other trainees, perhaps?
Do it. Do it. Oh, he's starting to get a little color in your saber there. Starting to look a little more lightsaber-ish. Exciting time. Meanwhile, I'm just shutting off jamming devices. Let's see if I can find a.
Oh, finally some credits, crystal shards. Oh, hello. Did I finish the trial? I don't think I have any more people to
Did you murder death all of
slash. Well, that is certainly a trial by blood.
them? That's very, very appropriate for
Excellent.
one of
Some
the
blood.
Sith.
These former acolytes wanted nothing more than to earn their second chance for glory by killing you and taking your place. But your desire proved stronger.
My desire was stronger
Their
against
blood
those
became
incredibly
the
weak
mantle
enemies.
of your victory.
Your desire
Well
and
done.
perhaps your base
But you are
attack
not
and
Sith
HP.
yet.
That's right.
Peace is a lie.
Those were also
There
stronger.
is
I
only
do not need to
passion.
send this survey.
Through
Give a quest
passion,
survey.
I
do.
gain
Yay for beta.
strength.
Hey,
Through
yeah, yay for beta.
strength,
Send your feedback.
power. Through
I
power,
will accept.
victory. Through victory, my chains are broken.
Through
This
victory,
is the
his chains
Sith
are
code.
broken.
That's not how you
Commit it
break
to
it,
your
Sean.
heart, and you will have the strength to crush your enemies. Do you understand?
Okay, so am I respectful or dickish?
You were kind of dickish to him earlier. Maybe
Should I
you
just
wa-
say
maybe,
shut up already?
Maybe you want to be a little more respectful this time.
All right.
Mix it up a little bit.
Do you understand?
Of
Absolutely.
course. I was born to be Sith.
I'm not
Good.
just
Then
confident.
go. Return to Harkon and nurture your hatred for him.
All right.
Use your fear of him to grow stronger.
Back
He
to
may
Cargo
raise
I
his
go.
fist to strike, but it is Lord Zash who determines where the blow will land.
Wait, you know them? I just hope it's not
Dun
me.
dun dun dun.
All right,
And what
I'm
if
gonna.
she tells him to strike me?
If you do not already know
That seemed
the
kind of
answer to
cowardly,
that
I guess,
question,
for me to
then you
say. Well,
are
what if,
not
well, like,
worthy
I don't want to be the
Eh.
one. Yeah, I
Now,
suppose that wasn't really
go.
the character
Leave
I
me
imagined me to be.
To my rest.
And what about what's going on over there with you? I saw you taking some cover.
Yes, so when I totally wrecked up that computer earlier that we saw, I got a message from Dreadlock Sideburns, and he said to come back to the hangar because there was an ambush happening. I was just resting there to regain a little bit of HP. So I ran in here. There was an ambush. Took some cover behind this thing. Threw some grenades. Did some charge shots. Boom, boom, boom. Wrecked all these guys. I picked up a new gun too, by the way. If you can tell, it looks a little shinier. And now I'm gonna totally loot their bodies. I saved the day, got some boots. We'll equip those in a second, but yeah, I'm gonna check in with my guy over here. Obviously my priorities are in order because I am taking my items before helping my friends, and here we go.
Feels like a Gundark used my skull as a drum. Thanks for saving my hide, Captain.
Dreadlock Sideburns, you're the best character in the game so far. Oh, looks like somebody might be jacking my ship.
Skavik helped those separatists get in here. He stabbed us in the back.
It's the best place to be stabbed.
Everything is gone.
That scum stole my ship!
He took all the weapons, too. And the separatists must have been
Way to
planning
rub
this
salt
all
in the wound
along.
there, Dreadlock Sideburn.
Hang on. Where's Torchy? I don't believe this. Skavik stole my blaster. Torchy's a genuine blast tech, all 25 with magnetomic adhesion grip and side-mounted rangefinder. She's too good for Skavik.
You know what all that means, Kevin?
I was too busy killing course
Can't let him get away with it.
cripplers.
He's not
I
getting
don't know
away
what's
with
going on
this.
over there.
Come on.
I
Come on,
apologize.
pick up, blast you.
For not letting my extensive Star Wars knowledge.
I know, put it to work.
What's
My
the
character just
matter,
looks so
Corso?
bemused.
Did I hurt your feelings? Be thankful you're alive, kid.
Do you have any idea who you're messing with?
What makes you think I care? On behalf of Ord Mantell's glorious
It looks
freedom
like there
fighters,
was a
we
traitor
thank
in
you
our
for your
midst.
blasters, your ship,
As always.
and a big laugh. Have a nice day.
I think you're celebrating a little early.
It's no use. He cut the comm channel. He
I
always
didn't
was
hear my
good at
witty
making an
retort.
exit. Skavik stole my best blaster, but I guess it's not as bad as losing a whole starship. I feel for you, Captain. Listen,
Of course,
Skavik and I
later
are
on in the
working
game,
for a guy
you
named
will
Vito.
have access to
When he
your own
finds out
starship
Skavik's a separatist,
via
he'll
the
want
bounty
revenge
hunter,
just like you.
or the smuggler rather.
Do yourself a
is sort of the
favor and
keys.
go talk to Vito in Fort Garnik.
So Maxwell,
I
is
guarantee
there
he'll
actual
help get your
ship flying?
back.
Yes, there is going to be ship flying. We haven't seen it in action yet, but there is going to be sort of a flying through space ship flying mechanic in the.
So we don't need to
final
wait
game.
for an expansion for that part.
I do not believe so.
Who exactly is this
But yeah, you'll
mysterious boss
be
of yours?
getting your own
How
ship.
can he help?
You'll be
Vito
recruiting
is
your
the
own
king of
crew.
cargo. There isn't a
And
payload
you'll
that
be
comes to
flying
Ord
through the
Mantell that
galaxy,
doesn't pass
exploring
through
planets,
him.
taking on quests. and
Vito's a
all
smart
sorts of
guy with
Star Wars
connections
stuff like that.
everywhere. If anybody can find your ship, it's him. I have to lock down this hangar, but I'll send Vito a holo and tell him what's up. Fort Garnik isn't far
Vito.
from here. I'll see you and Vito there soon, Captain.
Alright. Sounds like I need to collect my shirt. Let's take a look at those new items I got. I got some boots and I got a new shirt, so check out my new shirt here. Looks like it gives me some cunning and endurance. That's always good. Slap that on. Changes my character appearance a little bit there. And then got some new boots. Looks like these boots are actually kind of crappy. My other ones give me some extra armor, so I'm gonna hang on to those. And then we've got some like this targeting rifle item here, and this light targeting rifle item here. But it looks like it says requires blaster rifle, and I only have pistols, so we'll just have to hold off on that. I imagine that's sort of like I need to level up to gain the capacity to use blaster rifles before I can use those items. But it made it sound like I needed to go meet with somebody.
Now, as I'm making my way through,
Yeah, let's
I'm
go
still,
back to you here.
I'm
I
still
gotta
in the
plan out my
tomb.
next move.
Yeah, I'm still in the tomb, making my way out. But I'm finally gaining some credits. But I'm running into some looters. So that's where I am. And we can
As
always
always.
bring up the quest log to kind of give people an idea of,
Looters
of
always
what's going
be
on.
looting.
So yeah, I've finally completed that part
All right.
of my training. So now I need to report to the overseer, who is in a different location, and that's sort of what's going on now. But I've got these looters, and these brutes are
A little tough.
these are a little tougher than what I've
They're
been
putting you
facing
through your
before.
paces.
But I haven't yet actually earned my new. I haven't gone and purchased my new skill yet.
Oh, have you yet
So-
to encounter your trainer?
I didn't go back to him. I could have.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that I have enough credits by now to actually purchase it.
Okay.
But I'm kind of a forward-looking guy.
Yeah. There will be other trainers.
There will be other trainers, and so far, I do seem to be doing extremely well.
All right.
So,
No worries.
but now I've got.
I just hit level 3. What level? Oh, you are.
I am
yeah,
level 3 as well.
Ah.
Yeah. But that's just frankly because I'm better than you.
That's true. And it's because you're the Sith. Sith are hungry for power.
I'm just hungry. Can anybody bring like my?
I know,
granola
seriously.
bar?
It's lunchtime right now, folks. We need to be fed. I don't think they're gonna do it though.
No, they're not going to feed us.
They're jerks.
We're gonna talk about food instead.
I know, and then that's just gonna make everything worse.
Absolutely. But running up the steps here, I think it's worth pointing out that the game looks quite good.
Yeah.
You've got
Very colorful.
Yeah, I
environment.
mean, let's take a look at your screen because I think what you've got is actually looking It's a nice outdoor environment, so perhaps a little bit more impressive than my dark tomb.
Yeah, I'm running through the some nice fields of probably not grain, probably just more like dead grass, but a man can dream.
But I am now outside of the Sith Academy.
Ooh, yeah, let's cut back to you
so
again real
I've
quick. Let's
got,
just make things harder for the people back
Yeah,
there.
sorry guys, we're not trying to.
Cut back and forth.
So yeah, I got some other players here.
And folks, folks at home watching, I would just like to mention that we're doing this live, and we're doing it for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If you want to watch our characters do something goofy, I don't know, want us to try out dancing or something, feel free to ask, and we'll do our best to make that happen. I'll go ahead and warn you now that really obscure lore questions on the Star Wars universe are probably going to get joke answers, because we totally don't know.
So this is a Sith Academy taxi. They will take me to the lower wilds. I think for now I'm going to go taxi-less because I want to just continue along my route. Because I'm going to go ahead and head up on in.
Head up on in.
Into the Sith Academy. And that is that's quite the sight.
That is very imposing.
Yes.
As a Sith Academy should be. All right, looks like I'm headed.
And here we've got the Assistant Overseer. Pardon me, I'm still recovering from my.
I know you've been a bit
my
under the weather.
It's the
lately, Kevin.
It was kind of funny. I had no voice, much to everybody's happiness. Last week, I even had to have poor Marco do a video review voiceover on my behalf.
Oh goodness, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
What did he have to take?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh no!
So I know, right?
I know, that's your
it's
jam.
me. That's my thing.
I know.
But he was happy enough to do it for me. Okay, well, back to our game.
That was very
which
nice.
Is more important. Yeah. So this guy's being kind of like why anyone thinks you can be taught is beyond me. So I'm gonna be like, I can't tell me you're not my teacher.
Just give him the business. Pretty much.
Everything was very ominous over by what you're doing, Maxwell.
I know. I'm on this planet and it is just under siege from every direction. Although maybe not this area. It looks like we're entering civilized society. So yeah, we've made it to Fort Garnik. I'm supposed to meet with somebody here that a Dreadlock Sideburns turned me on to. We're gonna try to gonna make an effort to recover my ship. It sounds like. Just gonna poke around here and see what's going on. Looks like we got maybe some item vendors here. Who's this guy? An ordnance officer.
I just want to say the Helgen have been through here.
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of red, a lot of
red
statues happening on your screen. I've got item merchant here. I'm seeing a lot of numbers in red. I'm totally poor on it. Oh, it looks like I got 206 magic space dollars, and these cost at least 350 magic space dollars. Go ahead and sell off.
You mean credits?
I mean, yes.
Okay. Just to be clear.
I'm just gonna sell off some stuff here. I'll sell off one of these blaster rifle things that I can't use, my old gun, my crappy shoes.
One thing that's nice is that things that are considered to be vendor trash are very clearly marked as vendor trash.
Yeah.
Not always the case in certain games.
It's like, do I want to keep these rusty copper bits? The game doesn't tell me. Later on, the game's gonna be like, do you have 50 rusty copper bits? No, I sold them all. Thanks a lot. Looks like we got had a weapons vendor over there. We've got sort of a armor vendor here. Looks like I could afford to buy these shoes, but I'm gonna save my money because shoes are for nerds. And then we've got
best post exchange around. You need it, we got it.
So if I want to learn how to use better armor, looks like I would want to talk to this guy, or perhaps he sells better armor. I think is more accurate.
Good luck out there.
See if I'm gonna go look around, see if I can't find a skill trainer. That's what I really want.
Now, Maxwell, what do you know about potential for vehicles in this game? Are we going to be getting into any vehicles besides?
Yes, there are vehicular mounts. There was some talk early on about doing animal mounts as well, but I do believe that they've decided to focus on vehicle mounts for the time being. So you can expect to find things like land speeders, for instance.
Right.
But that'll come. That comes later.
Sure.
Yeah, you have to work your way up to that. Actually buy one, pay for it. You know, take it into the shop, get your tags and everything.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually getting Force Lightning.
Oh, I thought you already had Force Lightning.
Nope.
You had like fake Force Lightning.
I had Shock.
Oh, that is fake Force.
And I've also got Overload, which does energy damage and knocks enemies back.
Okay.
So that will be very helpful. And it looks like that standard and weak enemies will be knocked down as well.
Oh, very nice.
So I went ahead and grabbed that.
And I found the
my
Trooper
stealth trainer.
trainer, but I've yet to find the Smuggler trainer. I'm still looking. This guy, he looks promising. Smuggler trainer, here we go. All right, oh, and these are all super cheap. I'm gonna get all of them. We've got a blaster whip here. That sounds pretty straightforward. I want that. There we go. Sabotage charge does something.
I'm guessing it sabotages?
Sabotage.
This is just an uneducated guess.
Perhaps against robotic enemies. There's a lot of description there. I'm sure it's easier for you guys at home to see it than for me. And then we've got a thermal charge grenade. Set enemies on fire. I'm all on board with that. So these have automatically been added down here to my skill bar. See if this thing, it's all blinking blue. Oh, it's a lore object. Okay, so I guess if I can investigate this item, gives me a new codex entry. I'm sure there's a codex tab up here somewhere. Perhaps not. But wherever it is, I'm sure there's a codex guide so you can stay up to date on all of the extensive happenings in the Star Wars universe. Yeah, now that I found my trainer, I'm gonna try to find that guy that was mentioned so I can start finding my ship, because it totally got stolen earlier, which was totally weak. General Enhancement Station.
And now I've actually moved on my story phase.
Okay. So it looks like.
Sadly, I can't hear what's going on. So, oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yes,
You just gotta switch the audio over.
You
It's
are
not a
weak,
problem.
pathetic rodent, and even a lunatic
Oh my
like
God.
Spindle can
Oh,
see
he's
this.
giving you the business.
No, it's not me.
Oh.
It's an original. Oh my God.
Oh, it's.
You're pathetic and not up to my expectations. So
Meet our newcomer.
Zippity zap. That's how the
Yeah.
Sith works.
This is real Sith strength, and he will tear you apart and crush your bones, slaves. Look on him. No connections left in the world, but pure
Hey, what's
Sith blood. This,
You
this is
Sith?
Lord Zash's future apprentice.
Oh no! Oh
not
goodness! Is there any
filth
load
like
time
you.
when moving between areas? Someone in the chat wants to know. I'm sorry,
Congratulations
we
on your
didn't
new
mean to
pet.
ignore you.
it's
Now give us the
possible,
rest
but
of the
nothing that
yeah.
we've run into
Step
yet.
this
I haven't
slave.
noticed anything yet. You
I want
pass
to
through
speak
like
to
those
you
green doors that we saw, and they sort of transition into
rest of you
these
get
small
out of
instance
here. You know
areas.
your
But
trials.
no, we haven't
You
been
too
pulled out to
fall.
any just like straight
Spindle
loading screens yet.
awaits.
I imagine once we start getting off world
Now,
and going into
listen to me.
space, I imagine there'll be some sort of
Spindle
loading
is a
transition there when
lunatic.
like switching planets.
His
But yeah, for
approval
now,
means
we have
nothing.
yet to encounter any.
You
Yeah,
are
this isn't
filth,
like,
and
I don't know,
you
like say
die.
Star Trek Online or something that's very segmented.
Yes.
I mean, this is definitely segmented, but it does a better job of,
It doesn't feel.
it doesn't
segmented.
feel segmented. So, Spindral is a lunatic. He's trying to turn me against Spindral. His approval means nothing. You are filth and you will die. Is that clear?
Hey, he's being a
I'm
jerk.
kind of going to be a dickbag.
Yeah.
Think you scare me?
You're nothing, and don't forget it. Now, your second trial. Lord Zash has requested a special trial for you, which you will no doubt fail. Go
Wow.
to Inquisitor Zinn in the jails. He will fill you in on the details, and most likely hasten your demise.
Hasten your demise. I wouldn't get
Don't
my hopes
count on
up.
my demise, Harkin. I don't die easy.
Don't boast, slave.
I like your
I
striking.
don't want to see
yellow
you
eyes.
again until you're
You know
back
what?
from the jails.
I clearly have a lot to live up to as a slave. But now it looks like I've received a new robe, so I'm definitely going to equip that first thing. In the meanwhile, you're watching
I'm having
voiceless
a cinematic of my
conversations.
own. I can't hear the voice right now because we're piped over on your audio, but if we want to switch over here, we can.
Yeah, let's take a look and see what's going on, because
See what's going
that's
on,
some epic hair. You've
I
got
know,
epic
he's got
hair
an
going
epic
all
hair.
along.
He's also got an epic chin that we're about to get an eyeful of here in a second. I gotta read this real fast. Problem is, troopers have his boat surrounded, and
How do the Separatists manage to take over a whole town?
Separatists have sympathizers in every village,
chin.
helping them hold towns they take over. Traitors. I'm friendly with the Republic commander in charge of the blockade. I can get you in and out of the village. But you'll have to earn that free pass by taking out a few Separatists to prove your loyalty.
Earn a
up for
free
that?
pass. That's not free
wait a
then.
second, yeah. Yeah, earn a free pass.
And again, pardon my
Shooting
phlegm.
Separatists.
But you're not one of them. The Republic isn't letting any Separatist sympathizers out of that place. Riki's village is running out of basic supplies thanks to the Republic blockade. Things are getting desperate in there. I'll pull together a survival kit. You smuggle it to Reiki, and he'll tell you a way to find
Right,
stuff.
gonna do some
Reiki's
smuggling.
at a hideout
Living up
Very
to your
appropriate.
pledge.
I know.
I'll send a message so he knows you're coming.
All right, so it sounds like we're gonna smuggle some supplies into a village that is under blockade, and of course here is our. If we have any problems, feel free to send them, and they will address on screen. Mission complete. Get a little badge item there. All right.
So you see, like, I don't know, like my new quest is going to be like essentially kill an acolyte.
My new quest is about helping people.
Yeah, I'm helping people in a different way.
You're
I help
helping
people
them-
by hurting them.
Yeah, you're helping people to perhaps an early grave.
Yeah, this is more
Let's
of
keep
the.
things difficult by switching back over to your screen because you're having another conversation and I want to hear it.
Interrogate him. Make him tell you who committed this crime at any cost.
I did not expect him to have that voice.
No, I
Just
totally
gonna be
didn't see that
honest
coming.
with
Cover your
I'm.
ears.
Oh.
This may get a little loud.
I'm going to enjoy it.
I know, maybe
Prefer
we'll.
to cherish every scream.
I like his lip tattoos though.
Okay, so I now must go interrogate Alif.
By interrogate, I'm sure he means like punch in the stomach.
Well, we will see how that goes.
Let me see. I got to do some smuggling. I got to figure out where to go.
Oh, I was there. I was there in the right area all along. That's the downside of being far away from the TV. Oh, Alif was right there.
Don't
Oh,
hurt
wow.
me. I
Work
don't know
this guy.
Okay, I'm curious to see how this goes.
You know what you got to pick, Kevin.
Okay, I
You know
have
what
to.
you
I
gotta
have
pick.
to, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's nice because it actually shows you. Well, this
Ah.
is gonna this is probably gonna improve my dark side.
Yes. You got a little
of
icon
things.
there.
So I mean, come on.
Scream, weakling. I want to hear your
And there we go. We get a
Yo,
little
you got
indication.
Got your points. Got your bad guy points.
Don't do that again. I'll do anything.
I think you should do it again.
Do it.
Well, then again, though, you don't want to kill him.
I want to hear him sing. I know that doesn't really mean sing.
Okay.
Entertain me. Give me a song or something.
Really? It is very literal
I
then.
mean, sure. Yes, what should I...
Something in
Okay.
the higher range.
Sorry. Gotta do it.
Oh goodness.
Gotta do it.
You're such a jerk.
All right, I'll talk.
That's
You'll
pretty
kill
rad.
me, but I'll talk.
Yeah, that is pretty rad.
That's pretty rad.
Named Essel Kayan.
Would I have got him to talk the
Or
other
he'll kill
ways?
me.
I wonder if this is scripted to kind of go to the same place, but in a different way.
Different routes. To
Yeah,
the
I'd be
same-
curious
the
to
same
know.
outcome.
You have to protect me or he'll kill me.
I doubt that. He'll be too busy being punished for murder.
Kayan's master is a Dark Council member. Might as well try fighting the Emperor himself. Kayan won't get so much as a reprimand. But when Kayan finds out, he'll come after me.
You know what? I've put him through enough. I want to be the one to torture him, nobody else. So I'm
Not
gonna be
if I
like,
have any say in the matter.
you know, I'll protect
It's a nice
you.
thought,
Just a
but I
moment ago, I
Your
was
mind's
filling you
mine to
with
torture.
lightning,
Protect me.
but now I'm like, don't worry, it's
not
all
the
gonna be
Sith.
okay because you're now my
Your little pet.
my little pet for torture. Yes,
It's very caring. of you, Kevin.
I do my best.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk to the Inquisitor.
You don't
like-
have to
oh,
tell
there we
me.
go.
I heard the name loud and clear, though I sorely wish I hadn't.
We were right there.
Yes,
How would you not have heard it?
Kayan's
I'm starting to like this
master is
character.
a Dark
This character you're
Council
talking
member.
to.
Oh yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
a fool to oppose him. But anyway,
He's giving
your
Dreadlock
trial
sideburns
here
run for
is
his
done.
money.
I will send my commendations to Overseer Harker.
I like the lighting in this area
You
because
may
when it
return
lipstick
to him
looks
now.
great. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Okay, look. Okay, I'm not always gonna be dickish.
Okay.
All right.
Break it down for me.
That acolyte is going to
I'm
need
gonna-
protection.
Oh, see, but
Concern
this.
for matters
I
that
should have
are
looked at
not
the
your
icon. I wasn't paying
business.
any
If you
attention.
let me get you
So
killed.
I
Oh,
expressed some
did you just
concern.
hang
So
out
now
on the
I
side?
went to some. No, I went to some good side. I went a light side option.
Not in character. I wonder if you start as a Sith and you do enough good side things, can you eventually transition over to light side?
Yeah, but he's like, forget about this acolyte. You're showing, you forget about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, like.
So you're just going to let yourself be bullied?
And what would you suggest? I don't have the power to oppose a Dark Council member, and neither do you.
Doc.
You're a coward.
That's not
Doc.
fear I smell, is it?
His
I
voice
suppose
does make
it
him
wouldn't
sound like
hurt
a
to
coward.
Keep him here
He
while
does
the
kinda have a
master
whiny
of the
voice.
murdered apprentice pursues justice.
You're blowing things up,
Perhaps
Maxwell.
I
they
did.
will
I
be made to believe
am
that the acolyte
assaulting
hasn't been
this
broken.
city, which is occupied by the Separatists. I need to get in here for one reason or another, and I
don't
think I'm
care
supposed to
what you do,
commandeer
just
some
do it.
supplies and get them
Fair
out. But
enough.
we'll check this
I'll
out in a second. I
requisition
want
some
to
guards
see the
for
rest of
you.
your conversation. Oh no, we're here now.
Oh, we're here now. Let's take a look at
Boom, boom,
Maxwell's
boom.
screen.
So yeah, I'm going through here. I'm shooting dudes. I'll show off. Let's see if I can show one of my new skills here. I'm going to jump and cover. So here's my thermal grenade. I'm going to get this guy right up front. Ba-boom.
Nice.
Nice AOE damage there. I got another friend over here who's we're sort of running this same area together, indirectly helping each other out.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out we haven't done any grouping yet, and I think a bit of that might be difficult only because of the, how far we are away from the screens.
Yeah.
It's like managing that stuff. But if we can, maybe we'll do some grouping before the
Sure thing.
the time is over. And of course, you are watching our Star Wars: The Old Republic playathon of indefinite length.
Yes.
So if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments, or any comments, type them in the comments for that matter.
We are live.
There's also a live chat, so if you want to enter that, go ahead and take a look.
We appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, put in something there. Give our folks a reason to type something up on the screen so that we can answer it for you.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got another cluster of guys over here. Oh, and they're shooting at. It looks like some of my skills, like you saw that grenade I used earlier. Well, now it's grayed out. I believe I have to be in cover to access some of my skills. Yep, I do. See, I'm gonna hit these guys with another thermal blast here. Bada boom.
Nice.
Simple as that.
It's worth noting though that how interesting it is as a ranged character to do what you're able to do here. And of course, me, I'm a little more typical MMO at this point.
That's true.
Oh, nice move. Is that how you kind of regenerate
Yeah,
health?
that's my sort of rest and recuperate. I waste money basically.
It's got that Han Solo vibe though,
Yeah,
where
very
you're a
much.
little bit cocky about the whole thing.
Very much.
But a little overweight Han Solo. That's all.
He's put on a couple of pounds.
But
The years have not been kind.
He's got that great look though of certain guys that have the skinnier legs but the bulkier tops.
That's true.
So he has that.
He's immensely top heavy. He's like a linebacker.
Yeah. Lawrence Taylor is your character.
Oh, what's gonna happen? I think I've made it to where the people I'm supposed to be.
Separatist. You must be that hotshot freighter captain Vidu described over the whole. These wars.
I am that hotshot freighter guy.
Grateful for the supplies you brought. If I wasn't so exhausted, I'd throw you a party.
Starving ladies. Tell me more.
Their husbands died.
Is that how you get your ladies?
I guess. Through starving?
Now, I look after them. Vidu said you're seeking information on a particular separatist named Smuggler. The only place to find personnel data like that is at Manor Point. I used to acquire quality goods at a discount on Manor Point. I discovered all manner of shortcuts to the island's warehouse.
Server notice.
Yep.
I kept details.
In-game customer service is unavailable.
Yeah.
Passage and tunnel there.
You're just on your own.
Fortunately, I had to abandon
It's also
the
in
supplies
German
by Manor Point.
on my screen.
Oh,
I'm also
yeah, it
yours
is
as
in
well.
German. So, if you speak German.
Und Bug ist zur Zeit nicht
Let's see what he said here.
verfügbar.
I kept detailed schematics of every tunnel, therefore, unfortunately, I had to abandon those schematics when I fled the place. All right.
Lost schematics aren't exactly helpful, pal.
I never said they were lost. I'm sure
So you're being kind of confident and cocky, but generally, I don't know, like what? Chaotic neutral?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm leaning. I tend to lean between the good and the neutral options, and unless the sort of negative option is just like really whiny.
Right.
I'm going for whiny, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My character, look, he just lost his spaceship.
That's
he's
true.
a little upset about it.
All right. So, but just remember, if somebody says, "I love you," you know how to respond. I know.
I enjoy spending time with you also.
And replace every mention of the Mantellian flutter bloom with the number.
Careful of the carbonite freeze.
Did you get all that?
My hand is as big as my head. Just notice that.
You are Lawrence Taylor. Oh my lord, your hand really is huge.
I know, I got giant hands.
Giant hand.
I could crush this dude's head in between my giant hands. My giant meat hooks.
That only solves half your problems. The Separatists encrypt all their files. You'll need special equipment to decipher their data. That's Vidu's area of expertise, not mine. I'll take those supplies now, if you don't mind. These poor ladies
give it
could
up.
use some cheering up.
And we'll give him...
You're a pig? He is kind of a pig. The ladies
Yeah,
could use
he's
some
got
cheering
his little harem going on.
Or do you say
It's
have
disgusting
fun?
how you
Like
take
do you?
advantage of these women.
Don't be so quick to
If
judge.
anybody's going to take advantage of women, it's going to be my
These ladies are doing
character,
it
not
for a
his.
reason.
That's right. What were you
Be a
thinking?
sport and kill some Separatists on your way out of here. Goodbye, Captain.
It's like whatever. I don't care.
It sounds like that guy's making the most of a bad situation.
And you just got a codex entry, so hooray,
did.
BioWare. That's a
I can learn
very
a
BioWare
Learn a little more about him if I wanted to. War Widow.
thing to do. Over on my side, you know, unfortunately I missed a lot of what was going
Yeah,
on.
let's check out what's happening. You're in midst conversation as well.
So let's go ahead and it strikes me as though I don't need your charity as both confident and dickish. So I'm
Your
Very fitting.
generosity astounds.
You're only digging your own grave. Fawn.
Whatever,
you will
I don't
go
like
to the
this dude at
library
all.
on the second
Yeah.
floor of the academy and translate
he's
the
like, you
following
know, just because I'm a
texts from
slave
Lord
doesn't mean you
Zash.
treat me that way.
Yes.
Give him the business.
Slave.
Wait, that doesn't really make any sense what I just said.
Monster
But that's all right.
tomb of marker
You're very confident.
There is a
That's all right.
holocron filled with dark secrets and encased in a great stone monument. No one has figured out how to release the holocron from its stone prison in
Oh
over
yeah,
1,000
I am gonna be the
years.
first.
Do it.
You
First?
will
I bet
bring
you already
this
know how.
holocron
Only
to
in
me,
1,000 years.
or you will die.
This only makes me stronger. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, Maxwell. Didn't
That's
your mother
true.
teach
Natural
you anything?
I wasn't the one who
The
said
more
that.
you
It
make
was the
me
game.
hate you, the stronger I become, Harkin. And one of these days, I'm going to be strong enough to crush you.
Okay, I sense
You
a
will
boss
never
fight
be
somewhere on
strong
the
enough,
horizon.
I
Slave.
know.
You will bring back the
holocron
holocron, or hope that the spirit of Marker Ragnos himself returns to end your miserable existence. Now go.
He's kind of true. I have had a miserable existence, but I'm about to.
Very imposing desk he's got there.
So on YouTube, Dexter
Oh, hey.
Tube is wondering if there's a collector's edition. You probably know better than I do, but well, actually that's not true. I pre-ordered the collector's edition through Origin,
I
so
do
there
believe
is
there is
a digital collector's edition
And a physical
and a
collector's
physical,
edition as well.
and there are tiers. I think that there were a couple, at least digital versions.
I know there's
that were
obviously
available.
there's like pre-order bonuses and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So the answer to that is
Yes.
emphatically yes. Oh,
So what
I got distracted by
I know. So what did you?
by the other screen.
What was the conclusion to that conversation? What mission are you heading off to?
You know what? The great thing is we can pull up a mission log.
There you go.
I need to speak to the shuttle droid outside of the academy and take a taxi to the lower wilds. So this is my
The
third
lower
trial.
wilds. My favorite type of wilds.
The lower type.
The lower type.
So
Those
yeah.
upper wilds are just so pretentious.
Especially the upper east wilds.
I know, seriously. Who do they think they are? They're driving their Priuses everywhere.
Are you saying something wrong about a Prius?
I don't know. Do you have a Prius?
No, I don't have a Prius. But my favorite thing about the Prius is how when you come to a stop at a stoplight,
Yeah.
I always think that the
The car has
stalled.
just shut off. Yes.
Anyway,
It's a little terrifying.
we're a little off topic now, though, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe there's a space Prius.
But it's
or
nice to be
whatever.
headed outside. I was getting a little bit tired of the
gloomy indoors.
gloomy indoors. So now we are outside of the Sith Academy, but still on Korriban. So let's go ahead and it might be time to find a vendor and to sell off some stuff, if I can indeed find such a
Is that one of
such a
those?
person.
Is that a? No, that's not a Wookiee. Never mind.
I don't know what
Thought
that
that
does.
big
Oh,
guy
this is a spot where I can bind my character should I die.
Oh, okay.
At least it said binding.
Very
so
handy.
that seems to be Pretty standard MMO talk.
Looks
right
like
there.
I need to head in this direction. I'm gonna pull up
Medium
my
armor
mission log
vendor.
as well. Let's see. Return to Vindaloo. Let's see. Still shipping cargo. All right. Yeah. Let's head that way then. We'll go back and talk to him. So yeah, I believe the hunt for my ship continues. I need to go back. I've made it into the village. I'm leaving it now, but I made it in there. I delivered the supplies that he wanted it delivered, and I think that's going to earn me my free pass.
Right.
Remember, I had to earn a free pass from him. But go ahead and wipe out these separatists on the way out. Just doing my part. I'm sure they'll be back though.
I've got a med pack that I found, so I'm putting that in my quick bar.
Looks like I got some surveyor's gloves. I'm gonna open up my equipment here. We'll just grab those gloves and slot them right in. Yes. I guess the gloves are going to bind to me, but that's okay because I don't feel like sharing. So yeah, we're onwards and upwards. Gonna go meet back up with my contact, and as you guys may recall earlier, I used to have a sweet, awesome spaceship. I was cruising around the galaxy and having a great time. Got my Michael Jackson gloves going on now. And landed on this planet, got sucked into a conflict between the Separatists and the, well, we'll just say the good guys. And lo and behold, my ship ended up getting stolen. And now I'm on a quest to get it back. And I'm very bitter about it. And you would be too, people at home.
I'm bitter just thinking about it. When you talk about it, I get very upset.
It's terrible. It's very tragic.
Yeah.
I'm very upset by it.
Oh, hi. Everybody's very
dancing.
excited.
I know. Why is everybody dancing over on your screen? Oh, now they're not anymore.
I got a little confused by what was going on.
But we need to go back over to your game real quick until I reach my guy here.
This is definitely
I know, there was
drama.
There was drama happening. I'm gonna go hit up an item vendor too.
Witchblade13 from GameSpot chat's asking
hey.
whether Old Republic will have instances instead of running back and forth between NPCs. And Maxwell, I mean, based on my experience, I don't really know yet. So you might be in a position where preview coverage is sort of.
From what I've played so far, there are like these instanced rooms. You probably saw earlier we were running through like those green doors. Those seem, once you pass through one of those green doors, it seems to activate an instanced area, and that's usually where you talk to like your mission critical NPCs and stuff, and they have those special cinematic sequences where you can pick your dialogue options and everything.
But it's nice that there's no loading time in between them, so it doesn't.
Yes, it's a very smooth transition.
Yeah, so it doesn't feel like your typical kind of instanced, even though it's.
But yeah, he said
it is your own special area.
He mentioned running back and forth between NPCs. I've definitely have been doing a lot.
We run
of
back and forth between
NPCs
for sure.
So yeah, you do have that to look forward to.
I mean, not that that's a bad thing. I mean, this is an RPG after all. You perform quests and you check back in, so there is always going to be that element. I'm not going to refuse the quest. So this is an optional quest.
Oh, okay. What is the? Do you know?
I have to execute traders.
Oh. Traders always need.
So I'm asking if they have to die. Unfortunately, I can't hear the text. So I'm going to.
Of course they have to die.
The freighter Captain Vidu's expecting. It's a pleasure to meet you in person.
Oh, I got confused for a moment. I thought the female voice was coming from the male character.
I know, I was a little caught off guard there as well. I have the option to flirt with this female dockhand here. If I so choose. I think I will go ahead and do that.
Like you doing in this stuff.
So we're hearing audio from you, but we're seeing video from me.
Interesting enough.
That's why I got.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was.
That's why you got caught
up.
I'm sure they'll get it straightened out here in just a second.
Oh yeah. We are
there you
lucky
go.
To have.
Sounds like we're back on you now.
Okay, Valley of the Dark Lords. I'm gonna go and do that.
Do it.
Scan and defend. Valley of the Dark Lords. Yeah, totally. That sounds like my kind of thing. Maybe. Oops. Oh, maybe. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back and take the taxi to the lower wilds. I've decided that that's what I'm gonna do.
Save yourself a little time.
Yeah, I just. I don't know, you're right. The hoity-toity atmosphere up here is starting to get to me.
So. Well, it's a little bit suffocating.
This gives me a chance to actually take the taxi and see what that looks like. I assume it's just a nice dramatic cutscene.
is confirmed.
There we go.
Yay! Look at you're. So are you just hanging out, or are you controlling this?
I am. This is maybe like typical. If I'm on WoW, this would be a griffin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are on rails.
I am on rails. I am not getting a chance.
But you can enjoy the scenery.
I can enjoy the scenery.
Well, I just had.
The sound effect makes me want to have some tea for some reason.
In transition, there, I just had a flirtatious encounter with a dockhand, and now I'm gonna go check in with Dreadlock Sideburns and Wonder Chin, and we're gonna plan our next move.
Let's take a look on you and see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see what's going on over here.
You're back with your friend Dreadlock Sideburn.
Dreadlock Sideburns, best character in the game so far. Hello, guys.
Good to see you again, Corso. Likewise. Looking forward to working together, Captain.
Nice work in Talon. We're getting somewhere in this hunt for Skavik. Ricky told me he gave you a way into the Separatist hideout. Said something about a secret entrance.
I always wondered how Ricky could steal so much from Man at Point and not get caught.
Getting into Man at Point will be extra tricky. For one thing, you have to swim there.
When the Separatists invaded, they blew up the only bridge leading onto the island. Turned it into their private resort.
You'll be walking into the Ranker's Den, Captain.
So they're gonna send me into a Rancor's Den, of course. Let's see, what's the most whiny option I can pick? Oh, I eat Rancors for breakfast? Never mind, I'm picking that one.
When I get done there, it'll be a boneyard.
That'll be interesting, since you'll be outnumbered 100 to 1. If you download the Separatist computer files onto this datapad and bring it back here, we'll handle the rest.
I'd rather go with you, Captain. My Viroblade's pretty good for chopping Separatists off at the knees. I call it Huey.
Forget about the Separatist, Corso.
Colorful.
I want that slicer kit here before the Captain comes back.
I'm on it, boss. Good luck at Man at Point, Captain.
Last thing I need is Corso turning one-man army out there. Kid will just get himself killed for nothing. Separatists wiped out his family a couple of years ago.
Aww.
Corso took it personal.
My character would not care about this. So, we're gonna bring it back to me.
I don't blame him for wanting revenge.
Mixing personal grudges and business is like dropping a thermal detonator into a fuel dump.
Vidu, there's someone named Rogan calling on the Holo. He
Here's
sounds
the
upset.
dockhand I had the
That's all I
flirtatious
need.
encounter with earlier.
Stall him for me, sweetheart.
I don't think she was tempted by
Disrupt Man at
my
Point's power
seductive
relays. Get inside Reiki's old home and use those
I don't understand
schematics
that because
to
you're.
enter the Separatist
I know, I've
base.
got those
absolutely
alluring
adorable.
robot
Slice
eyes
into the Separatist computer and download everything
analyzing all of
onto my datapad.
her.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were a cyborg.
I know, so I'm like extra creepy.
So
before we switch back over to you, it looks like my mission is to go to a place and try not to get eaten by Rancors, of course, and download some data from a Separatist computer. So I'm gonna head that way. Where are you? Did you make it to the lower wilds yet?
I did. I'm in the lower wilds. I have to collect some bone marrow as a side mission.
Okay.
But it looks. I'm passing through a lot of spitting Toccata that have already been killed before I've come through.
Must have been another Sith. Inquisitor? Inquisitor, I think.
Yeah, we are hungry. Here we go. We've got some.
Must have passed that way before you.
Interesting. Okay, so that's the first time I'm actually really checking out some of these new abilities.
We had a question from the YouTube chat, I believe. They wanted to know how big the planets are. Obviously, we can't really speak to that yet. We're still in the early hours of the game. But I mean, so far they seem pretty sizable. I don't think it's going to be like a Mass Effect type situation where you can literally just like explore every inch of the planet if you so wanted to. But so far they felt pretty massive.
Yeah, I would say that, but then the opposite direction, which is that there's a lot more to do than on a typical Mass Effect
yeah,
planet.
that's definitely true besides Crash the Mako. Which is definitely everybody's favorite game.
That's my favorite part was the Mako and having a Thresher Moss spawn underneath me.
Oh, that's so good. Or you know what I always enjoyed was like when you try to drive up like a really steep cliffside and you think maybe, just maybe, if you keep at it, you can get it. And then you're like, I'll just use the jump jets and nudge my way up there, and then you hit them and it just propels you off the side and back down to the bottom.
I just found some hand wraps, by the way. I just bought those gloves, and I found hand wraps that are better. Yeah, while we were looking at your stuff, I actually bought a pair of gloves.
Getting shot from the back. Stop it. Stop it. So what are these creatures you're fighting?
These are wild Tukata.
Tucatas. Another.
Not to be confused with box Tukata and Miner. Very, very different things.
A lot more spikes on these Tukata.
Yeah. And these are what I needed to kill for the bone marrow samples, and I've already taken care of that. But for now, I'm just going to continue on.
Just going to keep on keeping on. I'm about to roll up on somebody here. Looks like we've got a bit of dialogue about to happen.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's see what's happening. This guy's. We're going to pop a squat. And we're going to have powwow.
Right. Blasted seps. Look at my AT. Their rocket launchers tore through the Durasteel hide like it was nothing. From the look of the vapor trails, I'm thinking Merce saw an MX-2s. That's stolen Republic ordnance. They're using our own weapons against us.
Holy cow! Blue blazes, Batman. What's the plan?
Worked out an angle yet?
The rockets were launched from the bridge. I need those rocket gunners taken out, and every cache
I'm
of
good at
stolen
taking
weapons
out
on
rocket
Manat
gunners.
Point destroyed. Are you game?
I can take out rocket gunners all week. So yeah, I just stumbled upon a optional mission here.
I wasn't planning
totally
to
gonna
live
jump on
forever
board
anyway. I'm in.
shoot some rocket
You'll
gunners.
be rewarded for your efforts, I promise you. Good luck over there.
All right, destroyed weapon caches and rocket gunners. Let's check my map real quick. Looks like they're all in this area that I'm about to go to, right over this bridge. So I'm gonna head that way. And I'm gonna shoot some people. Starting with these guys.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
They got it coming. They're just hanging out. I'm gonna use my charge shot here. I don't know if I've shown this off while on video, but yeah, takes a second to charge up, hence the name, and then fire some high damage bolts. I'll use it again. So you got your little casting bar there. Bada bing, bada boom. Got some XP. I'm gonna get out of cover. I'm gonna see if I just take cover out in the open without being behind a rock. Can I still? Yeah, I can. Now I can access my cover-specific abilities. So you don't necessarily have to be behind a rock or whatever. So here's the grenade. You toss it to him. You shoot him. Causes a big explosion. But yeah. See, I thought initially that I had to be stuck to like a giant rock or a pillar or something in order to access those cover abilities. But lo and behold, just need to pop a squat and I can do my business. That sounded worse than I intended it to. I'm sorry. You're talking to Darth Vader over on your screen.
No, that's not happening. Don't even lie. But I have been asked a very disturbing question. I trust the sight of a messy operating table doesn't disturb you.
Ooh.
But obviously nothing disturbs me. You know that I was a cannibal on Skyrim, right?
Oh goodness, I remember that. You drew some flack for that.
This used to be a Tukata, the hound-like creatures infesting Korriban's tombs.
There's something wrong with your face.
What's wrong with your face?
But I alone can see this creature is an expression of pure dark side energy. Aggression made manifest.
Oh, I'm gonna be impressed with the egomaniac.
Amazing.
You had issue over on your side. You have died, Maxwell.
I know, I've died.
So it's all the better that we're looking at.
I know. Let's just
face
stay on you for a
Is
second.
alive. It expresses its will in the
That guy was
physical
using
world.
force pull
This
on me.
Tukata was one such form.
Expresses will in the physical world. The Force is alive. What does that make us? I disagree. Find a new hobby. You know what? I'm gonna express. I like this guy.
Yeah,
he's of a similar mind.
He's pretty rad. I like his style.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna be like
Hundreds of
whatever,
Tukata,
dude.
Forging a direct connection to the dark side. Each beast I examine advances me toward perfect unity. I now
sounds
stand
like
at
a
a new
kill
frontier,
collection.
but find myself thwarted. My most perfect specimen, a Tukata mutant, escaped to the tombs before I could analyze it.
Oh, my most perfect specimen. Can I assist?
Perhaps I could help.
I like the
specimen.
last one's like, oh,
Yes,
well.
I was hoping as much.